Hey, I'm Kev and welcome back to Manage a Career in MotoGP 17. As we're heading to Spain for the third time this season in the Motorland Aragon. But here we are attempting to qualify around probably the most modern circuit on the calendar, been around a decade now. And it's a pretty good circuit, don't mind it, especially this MotoGP layout. Make it a bit better than some of the others, but let's talk you round a lap of this circuit. Braking around 100 metres for a very tight first corner, down the first gear, and then a couple of sweepers coming up, flat out to the first right. And then can we take this flat out? No, a slight lift down the third. And then a couple of left-handers coming up, slight lift in the first left, and then much tighter on down the second gear as Antonio is having a poor start to qualifying session as they fell out through the next right and then down the second gear again. And a bit of a straight before the reverse corkscrew that they have around here. So you go into the right, down the first gear, into the left, so tight. But you've got to leave yourself kind of open and wide in that second left-hander, because then you got this long left-hander. You can virtually take it flat out. These Moto3 bikes, such a challenge on the MotoGP bikes and more powerful bikes. And then over the rise, you break down the second gear for the left-hander, actually hit the apex. Would be a good idea. And then through the right. That corner's a bit wider than you expect, so you can take that flat out, even though I had slightly left there. And then into the right, and into the very important left-hander. As you go onto the back straight again, using all of the track and some. A long straight. This is where we're going to get mugged, aren't we? In the race, just like you saw him as Arno. Such a disappointing race after fantastic qualifying. And then brake very late into this left-hander, which kind of just blends into the final corner. You take that flat out. And then across the line for 2:04.1. Not sure if that is good or not, as this circuit's not been that kind in the past, especially in wet conditions, but we'll see. As we skip to the race, where are we going to qualify? Not high up, it looks like, as Mears once again grabbed pole on home turf ahead of Martin. In second with Fanati returned to the front right ahead of Canet. But there you go, Antonio recovering after that early fall to 6th. Then McPhee 7th, Anthony 8th, Italian 9th, Bastianini 10th ahead of Otel, as we're in 14th, middle of the 5th row. I will take that alongside Nuruddin and our rival from Misano, of course, we're next to the Voloy, the Belgium. It's a top Peugeot just from Kornfeld by actually 9/10 of a second in the end, despite only being 4 places on the grid. As yet other Martin is last by 0.02 of a second. So can we actually back up this pace in the race and score some more points? So here we are looking at the field. Very happy first row there. As looking further back, we've got Uttel and Rodrigo on the 4th. Rodrigo back into his favourite 12th place starting position, as there is Blue Steel with Kornfeld just a row below. Then you've got Della Porta in 20th, Binder 24th. Bo and Herrera together on the 9th row once again with Arenas, and there is Magnum right at the back. Why have they reversed the order there? Is that to show clockwise? Show this circuit's, different compared to the rest clockwise-wise? That is an actual saying, I believe. But yeah, that's pretty neat if it is. As we're revving the engine up for the lights to appear. Thank God. And go out for this 5-lap race. We're heading to the inside immediately as we've got a good stop. Blocking Loy already. It's only been 100 metres. And now we've got to break into this first corner, being a bit cautious alongside Nuruddin. We're up into 13th behind our championship rival, Rodrigo. Nuruddin's also a championship rival, of course. Go flat out using all of the curb into the inside of the Argentine, are we? Now we're holding back here. So a bit of a gap to the riders in front. So we go flat out. That's what we're meant to do in qualifying. Flat out the first left in. Then he picks off the next left and we get into the top 10. We're battling with McPhee. Oh, cutting off Otto as well, the German, behind. So we go into the right-hander, up into 9th. Got a poor exit, and that's allowed Otto to get past McPhee and myself. As here we go. First ride on the roller coaster, downhill. Oh, we go slightly wide. That's allowed McPhee to get past Bastianini in the end. I thought Bastianini was going to get by us, and we cut off McPhee. To the left, even though to let off, and we're paying for it now. It's not getting a good run. Let's allow McPhee and Bastianini back by. And here comes Rodrigo for the ride. As we get into the back of Bastianini, and that slowed the Italian down, that slowed us down, that's allowed Nuruddin round our outside. That's all, we're already exploring the track limits on this first lap. So going around the outside of Malaysian, are we? No, we're trying to sit into a slipstream. Down this back straight. Look at this, we're passing someone on speed, are we? No, of course not. As here comes Loy. Here's our boy. Didn't take long for him to, but here comes Bastianini. We're going 3 wide into the final corner. We've been pushed wide by Bastianini, living up to his name. And here comes Guerrera on home turf. Trying to go flat out once again. We're offline. We're down to 19. And here comes Binder down the track. Everyone is just ambushing us down the straight, using some of the rear brake there. We're going to run wide in the first corner, even wider. He's down the 21st. Kornfeld's head off, it's in 60th. But he's trying to score his first point of the season. The Czech rider, our fellow Peugeot compatriot. Of course, we don't want him to do that. We want to be the only Peugeot rider to score points. We want to be special like that. Looking around the outside of some riders here. Up into 16th. I've seen I was around the outside of Kornfeld as well. So that first sector is definitely us. It was. It's got Bastianini down in 15th ahead as we cut to the grass and we're down. Oh, we got that corner all wrong. And we're down to last place. As this Peugeot really does not like coming out, get going after being in first gear. Really needs a push start as Martin takes the lead from Fanati as he gets ambushed by Canet as well. So from last place, what can we do around here? As this race is already going badly, going backwards. It's like Misano all over again where he kind of out-qualified the bike. Or, qualified the bike to its maximum. You can't actually out-qualify it. I kind of hate that saying for that. It's like, you actually got the maximum out of the bike. The other rider just underperformed. But I understand why they say it, a bit easier. Oh God, where am I going? I'm going to a different circuit. Don't mind me. I should get a 5-second penalty for that. As we rejoin in 30th. But that's made our life much harder. I totally did not know which circuit I was on there. I think it was on 3 configurations at once. As Fanati is up to second past Martin. We've got Arenas and Bo battling in front for 27th. But we're in 31st. They have the Patrick twins behind on the Peugeot. As Fanati takes the lead from Canet Mears. Also ambitious and taking over his championship rival, should I say. Ambushing, that's what I meant. So finished Patrick's ahead of teammate Patrick. So we go past Tuba. Are we the Japanese rider into 30th? Not quite. As Canet does the fast out the race. The 2:02. Here we go into our favourite corner. Oh, we've gained another second onto our time penalty using all the curve and some. We're going to go past Arenas, are we? Oh, just about into that right-hander. Going to defend the inside immediately into the roller coaster. And so halfway through this race, 27th, but look at all that time penalties we've got. We actually got past Bo as well, down to 29th. We've got the Tie Rider and Della Porta on the Mahindra in front. That's a better run out of that corner. Put the Mahindras battling as well. The Italian duo. So there we go. That's how you take that left-hander. Get past Della Porta. And looking to the outside the Tie Rider. Because we've got Guerrero right in front. We're going down the inside the Spaniard. I think we are. Up into 22nd. Now that would be our race objective normally, but that time penalty, 6 seconds to make up. Let's get on it. Down his back straight. As there's battling behind. Where are the riders? Oh, here's one. We're going down our inside. We're keeping a wider line after what Bastianini did to us early in the race. It may have cost us positions, but hasn't cost us too much time-wise. So down to 26. Looks like Guerrero got mugged. Let's look at this slipstream battle heading to the first corner. Oh, not quite down the inside, but on the outside maybe, using all of the curb. Up into 23rd. It's on the penultimate lap of the race, up into 22nd, are we? Side by side. Going to try to go around the outside. Oh, fairness from McDonald. Yes, now we've got a line of 4 in front. Then a line of 3. Then a line of 4 in it like. We're back with Suzuki. Into the tight right. Get into the top 20. Even if it is provisional. Thanks to the time penalty. So you get past Suzuki and Sasaki. Japanese double. Oh, go very tight, and there it comes. I think that's Suzuki back by. We've got Kornfeld and Herrera battling in front. Herrera having a good race in 18th. She's looking to score her first points of the season as well. She gets a superb run through the long left-hander up into the top 20 once again. And there's Kornfeld and Herrera right in front. Can we be top Peugeot on the road at least? No, as Herrera blocks us. And Kornfeld takes advantage of her slow pace through that left-hander. Here we go, into this tight right, then the tight left. We are pretty fast. And down the inside of Kornfeld we go. We are the top Peugeot with Binder right in front. Well, second in front. And here comes Herrera. Trying to get by us. There's Martin Canet battling for Bodum along with Bernardi. Mir in the lead. Let's head to fight. Oh no, we're not on the outside again, are we? There goes Herrera down our inside and Danilo and Binder battling in front. He goes 3 bikes by us. Down to 21st. As he got the Mahindra and Sasaki battling behind. As he got into the final lap of the race. Main objective not to be on the outside into that long left-hander, I think. We've got Suzuki, Kornfeld and Herrera in front, using all of the curb. Get a run on Suzuki as Mir does the far out of the race, dips into the 201s. And oh, that by us. Suzuki, so he lets up into the first left-hander and into the next left-hander. We go past Kornfeld once again using all of the track. And some. As we've got Danilo, 2.5 in front. So there we go, we finally learned to get it down to first gear so we can get some acceleration out that corner. Now into the roller coaster for the final time. Into the right. Into the left. That was better. We are gaining on Danilo. Slight lift in the middle of that long left-hander and superb run out of it. As Suzuki's now past Kornfeld, who's falling down on the last lap, this Czech rider. Down the order outside the top 20. Of course, that's only provisional because I don't think we're going to pull out a 6-second gap on him. Here we go, we're battling with Danilo. For 17th. Go around the outside of our old French rival. Yes, we are. There's Binder in front. You can see Ramirez, Rodrigo as well. So even though we're going to be, lower down the order with our penalty, we ended up right on the edge of the points after being last. I say we're not going to be on the outside into this corner. I told you. Just find all that. as Mir wins on home turf. Fantastic result for the Spaniard. And a very important one for the championship. But I'm happy with the race pace after that early fall. As we make it across the line in 17th or 18th. Not sure if Dineno pipped us. As Mir wins. Here Kennett and Martin, all Spaniard. Podium for the home race. Venati 4th, Belega 5th, Townsend 6th, Di Gian Antonio 7th, Antonetti 8th, Otto 9th, McPhee down in 10th, Gastini 11th, Lloyd 12th, Nuruddin 13th, Binder 14th, more points for the South African. Head of Rodrigo, he just pits Ramirez. This is Dinero, and we're 27th in the end. Oh, we missed out on our race objective by half a second to Della Porta and the Mahindra. Oh, a disappointing race result, especially as the other McDonald was last, by almost a second. Oh, but the race pace, as I said, was pretty good, as Mir retakes the championship by a single point from Canet. Belega, he's out of it. 2 race wins back in 3rd, Martin in 4th, consolidating that position, ahead of Fernardi, who climbs into the top 5, and Di Gian Antonio climbs into the top 10. Level on points with McPhee, but ahead of the Brit. On count back, I'm guessing. As we're in 14th, 2 points ahead of Rodrigo. Nuruddin's making a run for it. In 13th, 6 points ahead of us. With Binder now just 3 points behind us as well. And Ramirez 8 points behind us in 17th. As 21 riders have scored points this season. McDonald, the other, is last. And in the constructor standings, well, Honda's virtually wrapped it up with just 4 rounds remaining, I believe now, as they have an almost 3 race win lead ahead of KTM. The Peugeot in a 3rd. And Mahindra, will they score points? It's looking unlikely at this stage of the season. Hey, so we've unlocked Loris Capirossi from 2006 on the Ducati. Very nice. I did like Capirossi that year. An outside title chance he had that year as well on the Ducati, with Hayden and Rossi battling like a hell for the title. And almost tripping themselves up until the late Nicky Hayden came through and grabbed that title. As Dan McDonald did not grab the race objective after not a good qualifying, just dropped down the order. But you saw in the race pace, we had the race to score points. So incredibly disappointing race, as we did not get a race objective either by 2 positions. Adam McDonald, less said the better, I think. As he does improve his throttle management, no. And we lose credits, but you earn some reputation. As our weekend earnings. This is new. As you can see, the credits earned, fixed sponsor rewards. It's because we didn't get that race objective. And see, Dan McDonald, there's the reputation he's earned. Not getting the race objective loses some. Well, for Patrick McDonald, what reputation does he have after this season? I don't know. But that's good to see. Few earnings, that's few costs. Management costs. That's all it gives us. Repair costs for Dan McDonald. God damn it, Dan, stop crashing. I see he's crashed out of over half the races so far this season. As we've got a free weekend, so let's look at the staff management. The improved departments. Should we just save the credits for the rest of the season? As it's 8 weeks, I believe, to improve. Yeah, 8 weeks. It'll be the end of the season by the time it improves. So I'm not sure it's worth it for this season. Maybe we've got this thing for next season now. Improving it, but I just want to save credits. Especially after weekends like that. As we do have an activity day though, so let's see what we're going to be doing. Go to the gym for muscle endurance to improve the rider's braking ability. Have a photo shoot for some immediate credit boosts. And then go to the gym for muscle building to improve throttle control, or go to the coach for muscle endurance and improve the braking ability for the next race. I'm not really feeling these abilities and these improvements I'm feeling. You know, especially for Patrick McDonald, I thought he'd be better by now, but he's still just right at the back. You know, he's not maximising the potential of that Peugeot at all, unlike, you know, Dan McDonald at times. I'm going to go with credits again. As I said, I want to build up these credits. for next season, for the off season. So let's do the photo shoot. As here we are for week 32, just 5 weeks remaining. Look at that. We've got 3 back-to-back races, then activity, and then it's the season finale in Valencia. And then a free weekend, of course, you've got the rest after this very long season. But next time out, for the first part of this triple header, we are going to the Train Ring Motegi for the Grand Prix of Japan. Will it end up better than Aragon? I really do hope so. So out for watching, and I will see you then.